Hi, this is David SNELL with ExecutiveRestoration.com. Got mold. We have TheCure.com, and we're going to be talking about a number of things this morning on April the 8th, 2020. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, world. And I got Finley Surgeon on the line with me, the BioPro Restoration out of Shelby, Ohio. So I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Finley Surgeoner is out of Shelby, Ohio. Good morning, Vietnam. Finley Surgeoner, let's hear some good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, world.
Good morning, Vietnam, Brother Dave.
Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, world. So, good morning to you. And what we're going to be talking about this morning, we're going to be talking about containment with mold. Okay, so questions. Finley Surgeoner with BioPro Restoration. Fire the questions away.
Good morning, Brother Dave, and also thank you. And my question is for today is when is the proper time to set up a containment?
It's a great question. Okay, so anytime we have a mold issue, like say for example, we have a basement issue and we're working in the basement, we don't want to contaminate the rest of the house with the basement. Okay, say for example that the basement, we know that the source of the problem is in the basement area, correct?
Yes.
So we don't want to cross-contaminate the basement with the rest of the house. So number one of the first things I would do is shut the HVAC unit off. Shut it off. Set up a containment area. Now, what is a containment area? First of all, a containment area is you typically want to use plastic. So where the basement door is, you want to plastic that off. You want to contain the basement area, because when you cut out the sheetrock in the basement area where you have the water damaged sheetrock or the water damaged walls, and you're taking out, that's going to distribute spores, mold spores. So you're going to aggravate the situation, if you will. So you want to set up a containment area with that plastic. Not only do you want to set up a containment area with that plastic, but you want to run negative air out of that area. Now, what is a negative air? Well, some people use an air scrubber, and you want to duct the air scrubber out of the home because you have that polluted air. So you want to get that home, that air as far away from the house as possible. So you can use a door, you can use a window, you can use some kind of orifice there, whatever you have. You want to figure out a way what to use to get that polluted air out of the house. There are some people who do not duct it out of the home. I am a strong believer of ducting the contaminated air out of the home or out of the business. Next question.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I had a sneeze.
Uh-oh.
Yes, next question would be now could they use a box fan?
You can use
if the homeowner was doing the job themselves?
Yeah, you can use a box fan as long as it's withdrawing the air out of the home or out of the building. So, there are a lot of people who use a lot of things. Some people don't have air scrubbers. Now, does the air scrubber have to be used? No, it doesn't have to be used. So as long as you're drawing the air out of the home and you're ducting it out somehow, and you're getting that air out of the area in question or you're concerned. So great. That is a great point. Next question.
The next question would be, and far as if they're doing the job and got the containment wall up and they have contents down there, now would you recommend for them to have a safe haven for the stuff that is clean and build like a second containment?
I would have a special room for items that are cleaned, a special area where items are cleaned where you can put it. That is a great idea. That's a great idea. Next question.
Okay. And as far as a air test go, would you do one before or after?
Well,
would you recommend the homeowner?
So before you do any job, it's always good to have some kind of base to go on. So the reason and they're called pre, before, and you have post, after. So people who are concerned about the levels in the air, the spore levels in the air. So if you do one before, which is pre, and you do one after, which is post, you can see the numbers between the two and see if they're lowered or if they go higher. Now, I've seen them go higher when people don't know what they're doing.
Yes.
Number one, they're not setting up a containment area. Number two, they're not ducting the contaminated air out of the home or out of the building when they're doing demolition. For example, I've seen people cross contaminate the rest of the home with an area of the house that they're working on. Then you got to clean the rest of the house. So you just got to be careful. You just got to take. The biggest thing is preparation. A lot of people are not prepared. They do not prepare for the job when they start the job. So preparation with anything is very vital. It's kind of like when you're painting. When you're painting something, you got to prepare the surface, correct?
Yes, yes. And like you told me before, Brother Dave, that most companies do not wipe down their equipment.
They don't. They
cross-contaminate the job.
Oh my goodness! I have seen people bring in equipment to jobs, and they're actually contaminating the job with the job they were at prior to that. And I have seen their levels just skyrocket. And I've asked the company when I've gone out to do a clearance for them to make sure they've done the job properly, is did you clean the equipment from your other job, your prior job, your previous job, to this job here? No, Dave, I didn't know we needed to. I said, well, it's very likely that you brought the last job, the filth from the last job, to this job here. So you want to make sure your equipment, and it could be air movers, fans, it could be air scrubbers, it could be dehumidifiers, it could be all kinds of equipment. So make sure that if you're using an air scrubber, your pre-filter is brand new, your pre-filters are brand new, and really on every job, I know a lot of people don't do this, but I recommend that they put a brand new HEPA filter in there. Now, a lot of people don't want to go to that expense, but that really protects people, not only you and your people that work around this environment, but also your client. Great question, Finley Serger.
Yeah, and that be something that even the homeowner should even ask the company that's doing the job. I mean, have they changed the filters? The homeowner needs to look at their stuff and make sure it's clean. And if they're not clean, the homeowner needs to ask them why it's not clean.
Yes, exactly right. But a lot of homeowners or commercial jobs, they don't know to ask these questions. They're not educated on this. So I've tried to educate my clients, my customer. I've tried to educate other restoration companies about this. Now, some people don't take too kindly for me making suggestions to them. Some people, think, hey, listen, Dave, I don't need to know this information. I'll be like, okay. One job I had, the owner of the company, I asked him, I said, sir, are you certified? And he said, yeah. I said, are you technician certified? He said, no. So I'm asking people, if they don't have a knowledge about it, and if they don't know what to do, to find out what to do before they do it. And a lot of times I tell people, hey, listen, before you do a job, get in there and have somebody write up what needs to be done and follow their instructions as far as what to do. So anyway, we're going to keep this under at 10 minutes. Hi, this is David Snell with ExecutiveRestoration.com. Got mold, we have TheCure.com. And I've also got Finley, special guest star, Finley Surgeoner with BioPro Restoration. This is a great topic of containment of your jobs with mold removal, with mold remediation. Until our next video, this is David Snell.